Welcome back to another edition of the Devil's Advocates podcast. It's the one, the only Royal Conquesto, aka Miss Anderson, aka Derek Ruffin. I'm here with Cole. As you can see, the couch seems a lot bigger now.
There's a lot more space in the room.
A lot more spacious. Like it's like the camera, you can see a lot more in the camera. It's not somebody just taking up one side of the camera because the fat fuck, he couldn't make it today.
It's a lot more square footage around.
Yeah. So he couldn't make it today. Why? I don't know. He's just like, fuck him, no. He not here. So, but we still here for the content. Always. So we back again with another It's Complicated. Cheating and manipulation. Rules of modern dating and understanding women. Ready to kick it off?
Let's get to it.
Do you believe that men initially do really nice things for women because they want sex?
Yes.
If so, why would a woman ever accept an extravagant offer from a man if she wasn't interested in having sex?
I mean, women like dinner and a good time, right?
Isn't that leading a man on?
Not necessarily. I think it's fun to get to know somebody.
Hell no. People do shit out of the kindness of their heart all the time, you know?
But generally, don't men initially do things because they want sex?
Yeah, they're looking forward to something. They don't have to be sex, but they're looking forward to
Well, if a
something.
man's taking a woman to a $300 meal for the first time, I don't think he wants to be friends, does he?
Nah, not necessarily.
Okay, so would it be safe to assume he generally wants sex?
You may want a hand job. That ain't sex.
Well, I'm a genuinely nice guy, you know.
I'm not paying $300 for a meal for a handy.
Absolutely.
I can do that myself.
I can do it better.
Do it better for myself. For cheaper.
Yeah, nah. $300 is crazy.
Nah, that's wrong.
To get to know someone?
Sex is a bonus, but you know, I'm gonna say I'm a good 70-30.
We're not going to Roof Chris if I didn't plan on having sex with you once, at least eventually.
Oh yeah.
At least
That's not
eventually.
happening.
There may be some men out there, I wouldn't say that accounts to all men, but I believe that men may wow or woo women in the beginning.
I'm sorry, I had no idea what she said. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck this is behind it. Are those balloons? Those are balloons?
You thought those were bubbles?
Nigga, I don't know what they were. Cause it was so stationary, it's not even like moving.
I don't know if they're balloons then. Balloons don't move.
No, they're like the confetti inside the balloons. They sell them at like the Barclays Center when they have like shows. For kids.
Oh, I think I see that. Oh, okay. Let me run this back. So I just ignored everything she said.
Yeah, that's not happening.
There may be some men out there, I wouldn't say that accounts to all men, but I believe that men may wow or woo women in the beginning initially because they want sex. However, there are men that are truly out there looking for soulmates that may present themselves as being more than what they are in the beginning to attract that individual, and then there's some that are authentic and true to who they actually are.
Okay. If so, why would a woman ever accept an extravagant offer from a man if she wasn't interested in having sex?
I think as women, if a man is offering you gifts and you accept those gifts, you're leading him on. If you're not planning on forming a relationship or become intimate with him, because ultimately he is expecting something back from you.
Well, I mean, I think if you're the type of guy to just expect something, that kind of comes off as desperate, and that's probably not going to get you anywhere. You know, you want to be confident, but you want to be sure of yourself too, as well as being yourself, you know. So, I mean, whenever you're going into something and you're just expecting something back out of it, it's not authentic, and I think most girls can see straight through that.
If so, why would a woman ever accept an extravagant offer from a man if she wasn't interested in having sex?
Because most girls are gold diggers anyway. They want what they can get out of anybody. It doesn't just have to be a man, it's anybody.
Isn't that leading a man on?
Definitely, most definitely.
Is it fair for somebody who leads people on to complain about being cheated on?
You about to go crazy.
Well, if you lead somebody on, you're necessarily not together. So you can't get cheated on.
Well, if let's say it went so far that you guys are now in a relationship, but you really don't like the person.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
It goes that far sometimes.
You can complain, but I don't care. because you're not interested in me anyway. So, if you're not interested in me anyway, then it's like, why am I doing this? But then at the same time, if I know that you're not interested in me, why am I gonna cheat when I could just leave?
Yeah.
Like,
True.
No, because you can't be cheated on unless you've committed to being in a relationship. So if you're leading someone on, that means you haven't committed to being in a relationship with that person. So therefore, if he decides to date or partner with someone else, then no, he hasn't cheated. There's no commitment.
Does being in love require you to be vulnerable?
Yes, it most definitely does. It requires you to open up parts of yourself that you may typically guard. But in order to have a real intimate relationship, you have to share those things that are closest to us.
Does it require you to be vulnerable? I guess in some aspects, because being in love sometimes, clouds your judgment for some things you wouldn't normally do in the case if you really, really care about somebody like that.
When a woman leads a man on, do you blame the man for making himself vulnerable, or do you blame the woman for taking advantage of his weakness?
leading him on in terms of what? His emotions?
Just leading him on in terms of like accepting shit from him, like, going on dates with him, even though she really don't like him like that. I feel like both parties are wrong in that situation.
My thing of like being untruthful is more leading on. If I'm just giving you shit and you're taking it, that's not necessarily leading me on to think that you're interested. It's I'm offering a service or I'm paying for this shit. So,
I mean, we're not talking about services. We're talking about like a relationship. Like if a nigga takes a shorty out.
No, but that's not a service. But I'm doing something for you. I'm taking you out. I'm paying for this. Not necessarily a service,
right.
But if I'm doing something for you willingly without you, if you're asking me for this shit and you want me to do it, I'll take that more as a leading on. But if I just come into this and I'm offering, I'm just like, hey, like, let me take you out, let me do this, let me do this.
But no one does anything for free, especially like in a relationship. Like, you do something for someone, you expect something back.
No, I look at that. Okay, I expect that in the lead up to it, but in a relationship, like if I'm with somebody, if I take them out, I'm taking them out because I want to chill with you.
Right.
I'm not necessarily. Only thing I would want back is, I guess we would say like, your attention in that moment. Yeah, I kind of with you. I think it's on both parties. I would say.
Yeah.
She could say, "Hey, I'm not really interested in like that," and he could be like, "Oh yeah, that's fine. I still want to do this for you." And then he's still thinking like, "Okay, this is going to lead to something." It's like, no, nigga, like
exactly.
She said, "I'm not interested," but you said you still want to do it, so that's no longer on her.
Mm-hmm.
And vice versa, of like, "Hey, I'm doing this because I like you. I'm doing this because of this," and she's like, "Okay, like you gotta do a little more," even though she's not looking forward to like getting with you or anything like that. Then that's on her.
Right.
Just be by yourself, kill yourself.
Well, a real man ain't supposed to be weak, but I mean, a pretty woman that says the right things to a man, she could pretty much get anything from a man, so I'd have to blame the woman more than the man.
Noodle legs.
What signs should a man look for if he's concerned about being led on?
Just if she's concerned more about what he has in his pockets than what he has in his heart.
When a woman leads a man on, do you blame the man for making himself vulnerable, or do you blame the woman for taking advantage of his weakness?
I don't admire women who lead men on. I believe there are a lot of beautiful women in the world who know that they're beautiful, and they have no intent on being in any type of long-term relationship. They just want what the man can provide them with. And good men who have good hearts who are really looking for lifelong partners. So I don't support or believe in women who do that.
What signs should a man look for if he's concerned about being led on?
He gotta ask her what time she was born. What axis the moon was on.
The natal chart.
The natal chart.
You can't forget the natal chart.
That's what niggas gotta start doing that too. Getting into the zodiac shit. Not to do it.
Fucking with me, nigga. What's the ring called? What's the ring?
The hemisphere ring.
The hermaphrodite
ring.
The hermaphrodite ring? That's what you were about to say? That's what you were about to say, the hermaphrodite?
No.
I was about to say that.
I knew you was about to say that.
Oh man, they gonna cancel me, boy. Honestly, I don't even know if I could fake the funk like that.
No, not fake it. Not in terms of being
My
serious.
skin starts to crawl. Like,
Not being serious, but being like condescending asshole type shit. Like,
okay.
Like what's your sign? Well, I don't know about that. Like, and then they'll be moving. That's when it's like, oh, but you know, like we're all different. Like, you know, I didn't just apply to just me. Then it's like, so why the fuck you asking me about shit anyway? Like,
listen, man.
And tell them you had a bad experience. But I had a bad experience with Sagittarius. It's like, oh, what month were we in? Even if it's the same month, they're like, I don't know what to tell you because our month is great.
A woman who's not giving back and who is continuously, who he's spoiling, basically. A man can set himself up for that. He shouldn't be putting out gifts and paying bills and stuff like that in the very beginning. When
We
there's
don't
no
want to say she's spitting.
Do you think it's fair for?
Yeah, we're on the same wavelength, boy. Like
Same wavelength.
Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't do you shouldn't do shit for your partner or someone you're trying to get to know, but like you putting yourself completely out there, like emotionally and financially, and you're not getting no reciprocation, you're down bad. Like
the niggas that be like, same niggas that would like, offer like fly shorty out and shit like that, and they expecting them to fuck, and they don't fuck. It's like, I feel you up. Like I ain't asked you to do that. You
exactly.
Offered. It's like you offered, so I'm gonna say no. Like
that goes in the same vein of like niggas taking the shorty out on the first date and paying like $200-$300, and then expecting to smash afterwards. It's like
that was the whole point of this. He's just saying like
she's not obligated to let you kill. Like, so if she's like a materialistic and like all into like the glitz and glam, you spend $500. You spend a band, she gonna let you fuck on the first date. But if you're with someone that's more like wants to really get to know you and shit, a cheap date, and she really has fun, you're gonna be swimming, my niggas.
Swimming.
Somebody who leads people on to complain about being cheated on.
No.
Why not?
It just doesn't make sense. You can't do dirty and then be not expect you're done dirty. Yeah.
Okay. When a woman leads a man on, do you blame the man for making himself vulnerable, or do you blame the woman for taking advantage of his weakness?
Blame the woman for taking advantage, because regardless of gender, you don't take advantage of people regardless.
Okay. Would blaming the man be victim blaming?
Yes.
What sign should a man look for if he's concerned about being led on?
She's an Aquarius.
Does she put actual, like, not just attention, like effort? Does she put effort into you?
I was looking for that. I was trying to wait for somebody to say that. Women and effort do not go good together.
You know what?
Relax.
Yo, you're kind of right, because the burden of effort is always on the man in a relationship. Even at the beginning, you gotta make the introduction, whether that's in person or on a dating app. You gotta formulate a conversation. You gotta set up the date. You gotta pay for the date. Like, it's perpetual.
I have to set up the follow up after the date to check in on how she's feeling.
It's perpetual effort, boy, and it's oftentimes not reciprocated on a woman's part.
I would say they do like receiving more than giving, but they like to give what they want to give, and effort is
what the fuck are they giving, dog?
Everything that you didn't ask for. And then when you say, "Hey, I didn't ask you to do that," it's a problem. I did this and I helped you. It's like, ma'am, I didn't ask you for that. I asked you to, like, when I get in the crib, like, give me like 10 minutes for a second just to relax. And you want to tell me what Cheryl did at work. And it's like, hey, like, yo, like, I'm tired or something like that. Well, I want to get on the game for a little bit. Just let me get on the game for a second.
Don't get started with the game.
You know this. You on FaceTime. Shorty silent. You like, alright, so I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna talk to you later. Why you wanna get off?
Right.
I'm like, cause you're not talking about it. So say something.
Don't FaceTime me. That's first off. Absolutely not.
What?
Absolutely not. What the fuck I'm on FaceTime for hours for? I'm trying to watch my show. I'm trying to get into with Jujutsu Kaisen. And I gotta watch 2 episodes of Handmaid's Tale. Like, you know, it's like, I got shit to do. Like, come on.
No, but like that, a FaceTime is for when you're not doing anything.
I'm never not doing anything.
Really?
Yeah, I'm either sleeping at work or watching my shows. Or being off. Really? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Beat off while you're on camera? While on camera? You wanna see that?
Continue.
she actually want to listen to what you're saying.
Oh.
When somebody cheats on their lover, do you typically blame the one who cheats or the one who drove the other one to cheat?
No, it's no driving you.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Bro,
It's no driving me to cheat.
You cannot drive someone to cheat, my nigga.
You
like,
cannot.
It's either you're gonna cheat or you're gonna leave.
You can push somebody to leave. You can't drive them to cheat. I did not make you go fuck this nigga and then come back to me.
And want to kiss up in my face. Come on, son.
Come on, son. And you suck this nigga dick.
Oh
my god. Now look, now what she made me do? Now she made me commit suicide. Now she going to jail for the rest of her life.
You cheated, you already had that in your mind. Didn't nobody make you do it? You know what I mean? It's just that might have been your excuse of why you did it, but nobody can make you cheat if you really care about somebody.
Right, they can make you leave.
Exactly, make you leave. Exactly.
I typically blame the one who drove the other one away.
Alright, so I'm gonna end it off on this nigga. I'm gonna end it off on this nigga. You know this nigga used that in his bag.
Lost in the sauce.
That is in his arsenal. He ready to pull that out at any moment. That was the perfect way to end it off.
I mean, in conclusion, you can't drive someone to cheat.
You can't.
Women.
Who the fuck is this?
We've been trying to reach you from the dealer service center concerning your car's extended warranty. You should have received something in the mail about your car's extended warranty. Since we have not gotten a response,
you ain't take care of that? You ain't take care of that, bro? You ain't take care of the extended warranty of your car if you don't got?
Yo. Niggas call me every day, yo.
He said. They gonna start FaceTiming you.
New number every day. They gonna FaceTime me.
They gonna start FaceTiming you.
Start beating on. Yo, thank you for watching. We didn't finish this whole video, so we're gonna leave it a link in the description for y'all to go check out. The big man not here today, so I'm gonna end this video off. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching again. Peace.
Catch y'all in the next one.